What makes you different from the rest? Living in a world that everybody wants to be the same, everybody competing to be the same. What makes you so different? Oftentimes people look at you and feel like you're not special. What's so special about you? What's so chosen about you? Why are you so different than everybody else? Listen, I am going to give you some facts, baby. Some facts about you, some facts about being chosen. And before we get into this video, y'all, let me just tell you that I truly appreciate each and every single one of you for continuing to pour into the ministry, continuing to pour into my cup, y'all. Again, Cashapps, PayPals, super thanks. Y'all just hitting a like and commenting is great. It's perfect. I love it. I thank y'all so much for just doing you and being you and just being so kind, y'all. Listen, in a world that's so tainted, we need each other. I'm just going to keep it 100. We need each other. And so that's why we do these videos. That's why we commune. That's why we come together and just share our testimonies in this time together so we know that we're not doing this thing alone. So y'all, please know that I truly appreciate y'all. So now, let's get into the video. The number one thing and way that you know that you are different is your heart. God has literally chosen you because of your heart. He already knew you before he formed you in your mother's womb. But baby, when you were delivered, when you came out on this side of the earth, this side of the world, you had a choice whether or not you were going to choose him back. And guess what you did? You chose right. But he had already chose you. He had already built you up. He had already created you with that heart. And you didn't allow this wicked world, you didn't allow your family, you didn't allow the people that were around you that poured all that negativity into you. You did not allow that to stop you. Your heart is still pure. Your intentions are still pure. And so he's able to use you. Are you perfect? Absolutely not. But your heart is postured in the right position. And so that's the number one thing. That's the number one way that you've been set apart, baby. Your heart. God is using you because of your heart. So let's go to the next one, y'all. Your boldness. Deciding to live life your way, which is ultimately God's way. Y'all, let me explain this to y'all. People feel like when you decide to serve God that you're living this righteous life. And yes, you are being set apart. Yes, you are, being obedient to God. But again, you're not religious. You're spiritual. It's a spiritual walk. And so his ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. So the moment you come into relationship with God and you begin to walk in the spirit, you begin to do what he's telling you to do, to man it's going to look crazy because again, God's ways is not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. And you totally living your life by the spirit. So you got to be bold in what he's calling you to do. You got to be bold in the walk. You got to be bold in the decisions that you make. And people look at you and they envy you because of that. Living life your way. They feel like you just doing your own thing, but you're not. You're doing what God has called you to do. And yeah, it may look crazy to your family. Yes, it may look crazy to your friends. Yes, it may look crazy to the people that are surrounded around you, but you still do what you got to do. You do what's best for you and yours. You're living a bold life and people are looking at you whether you know it or not. It don't make sense to them, but it's something about you that's intriguing to them. You are totally different than the rest. You are totally different than the rest. Let's go to the next one. Toxic people and energy is extremely annoying to you. Toxic people and or energy is extremely annoying to you. Most people in this world thrive off chaos. They thrive off confusion. They thrive off drama. But for you, that kind of behavior, that kind of energy, it literally annoys you. It causes you to be stagnant. But yet they're watching toxic shows, yet their friendships, relationships are toxic, and literally they're thriving off of that. If it's not confusion, it ain't right for them. But for you, you can't even stand to be around that. And so people feel like you think you all that. And it's not that. It's just that you got to protect your peace. You got to protect what God has given you. You have worked to get to this place. You have gone through the journey. You had to be healed from some things and some people. And you cannot turn back into that same kind of environment, those same kind of relationships. It's detrimental to your future, to your mental stability. You literally cannot be around toxic people and energy. It's not good for a chosen one. It's not good, y'all. That's another way that you are set apart and that you're different. Toxic energy and toxic people you can't rock with, period. Let's go to the next one. Oftentimes you find joy in your solitude. Oftentimes you find joy in your solitude. And that doesn't mean, y'all, that sometimes we don't want to hang out. Sometimes we don't want to have fun. None of that. It doesn't mean any of that. But you find joy in your solitude. And the reason being because most of us are empaths. Meaning when we go out into this world, we can literally feel people's energy. We can literally feel their toxicity. We can literally feel if they're hurting, if they're going through something. And so every time we step outside our doors, we're picking up on this energy, whether you know it or not. And that's why, again, you can't be around toxic people. You're literally picking up on their energies. And so when you're in that season, when you're in that moment, when you're taking a few minutes to have solitude, those are the moments where you decompress. Those are the moments where you rejuvenate. Those are the moments where you let go of everything that you've picked up on this earth. And sometimes you have to do that thing daily. You have to do it daily. Detox daily. Be in solitude. Break down those things that you have picked up throughout the day daily. Wash yourself free of the job and the energy that people are carrying around. I told y'all we are natural healers. So you're automatically, picking up on people's hurt, their brokenness. And sometimes you might even think it's your energy. It's you that's feeling like that, and it's not. You've tapped into somebody else's energy. That's why it's important, y'all, to take time for yourself. Love yourself. Encourage yourself. It's so important as a chosen one. Because you carrying the weight from your own family, your own bloodline, and then you have to step out and carry the weight of others. Again, oftentimes you find joy in your solitude. It's so needed. It's so needed. Let's go to the next one. You understand people's intentions and behaviors more than the average person. You understand people's intentions or behaviors more than the average person. Again, y'all, we are talking about being different. What makes you different from the rest? You can literally go into an environment and literally read a person without them even speaking. You have a gift. God has given you a sense of discernment, but it's not like the average person. Somebody can come and give you a story and they tell you that this person did X, Y, Z, and you can break that thing down and tell them why that person did that. You know how to read people. That's a gift, y'all. You didn't go to school for that. Nobody taught you that. You can literally look at their behaviors and figure out why they doing this and why they doing that, or if they feel some type of way against you. You may not say nothing, but you know what it is because you know their energy. You know their intentions. You can pick up on their body language and read them from A to Z, and they don't even know it. Yet they feed you lies. Yet they pretend. Yet they wear the mask. You understand people's intentions and behaviors more than the average person. God has given you that gift so that they cannot pull a wool over your eye, so that you do not be deceived. He's giving you that for a reason. He has given you that for a reason. What makes you different from the rest? Let's go to the next one. Your words hold weight. Your words hold weight. Anybody else can say something to a person and they take it and it might go through one ear and out the other. But the moment you speak up about it, oh, it holds weight. Your words walk. That's why when you flip out and you have your human moment and you might go off on somebody, it stings. It really stings. These people take it to heart because your words holds weight. You speak from the Spirit. And you may not even know this about yourself or haven't even realized it, but I'm telling you, because you're chosen, you speak from the Spirit. That's why God is always telling us to be mindful about our words. Mindful about our words. Because they can either work for you or against you. But I'm telling you, your words holds weight. Everybody ain't like that. Everybody can't get a prayer to God. Everybody can't get a prayer through. Everybody can't pray over somebody, speak over somebody, and make a change. But you can. You can. And you can speak over your own life and make a change. You got to know that because you need to start using that to your advantage. Let's go to the last one. You don't mind being different or being set apart. You don't mind being different or being set apart. You just choosing to walk this narrow path is an example of you not minding being different or set apart. Most of us have been already set apart all our lives. We just didn't know. Those moments where you were outcasted. Some of you been the black sheep. Those moments where people don't want to befriend you. Outcasted. It's been happening all your life. We're just now waking up to the call, and we're just now waking up to the fact that we're chosen. We're just now unveiling and discovering these things about ourselves, but it's been going on all our lives, y'all. And now we're adults. Now we're trying to figure this thing out, and we're used to being outcasted, so it's nothing new to us. We're used to being different, set apart. We don't live our life like everybody else. Even before you came in contact with God, even before you accepted the call, you still was different from everybody else. You may have wore your hair different. Maybe you didn't want to go to all the parties. Maybe you didn't mind just walking along, being by yourself. Maybe they did bully you. Maybe you were outcasted all the time. But it built you up for this moment right here. You don't mind being set apart. Doing life the way God has called you to do it. Living in a season of isolation. Listen, y'all, we complain about that isolation, but God isolates us because He want to keep us from the corrupt people around here. We don't realize the more that we step out into this world, the more we give ourselves access to all this toxic people and energies and things like that. So sometimes He have to take us back and draw us in and isolate us. Break us down, build us back up. Sometimes He have to do it. It's necessary. In order for Him to get the full potential out of you, the isolation season is so necessary. Those are the moments where He pour into you, give to you, download things to you, heal you, love on you, give you revelation. And you don't mind living that life. You don't mind being set apart. What makes you different from the rest? That's it, baby. That's it. That's all. You something different. Period.